Hey, my name is Rio, and my new mini sketchbook just arrived in the mail. So, I just thought I'd film me decorating it and starting it. I ordered the sketchbook for myself as kind of a reward for finishing my last video. I felt like I needed some extra motivation besides just the reward of finishing a video. But I did finish it even though I thought I wasn't gonna. And now I have a new sketchbook, so win-win. These are just clips of me struggling to get the plastic off for what felt like 30 minutes. What am I doing? I'm a Foley artist, listen. They should hire me. I don't know who they is, but Hollywood. There we go. Finally. It's beautiful. Yeah, I just smelled it. Doesn't really smell like anything. I think this should just be my little doodle sketchbook that I can take places because it's really small, so it could just fit in my pocket because it's pocket sized. I don't know if that shows. Hold on, let me get my bigger sketchbook out here. This is it compared to my bigger sketchbook. I'm still going to be using this sketchbook, the bigger one, for bigger drawings. I do this thing where I number my sketchbooks, like sketchbook number 1, sketchbook number 2, and this sketchbook is number 14, the big one. And I don't want to call this little one sketchbook 15 because I'm going to be using the big one and the little one at the same time. So maybe I'll call the small one something like sketchbook 14 mini or sketchbook 14 and a half. I don't know, we'll see. I'm going to take this off because it's kind of tight. My sock piano glove. Let's go. Bringing out all my stickers at once was a little bit intimidating because the sketchbook is so small you can only fit a few little stickers on it, so I had to choose wisely. I'm gonna have to either use a few small stickers or 2 bigger stickers. I got this in a Shrek VHS, isn't it cute? Croissant Witch? This is probably way expired, let's see. 22 years ago. Oh man, I'm just a little bit late. You know, maybe they'll still accept it. It's not that, I mean, it's not that expired, only 22 years. I decided to start by just using a white paint pen to write sketchbook number 14 and a half. Fun fact, 14 actually used to be my favorite number. I don't really know why. Maybe it was because it was Troy Bolton's jersey number. That's not why, it's always been, even before I'd seen High School Musical. But for some reason, I used to have this idea in my head that when I turned 14, it would be the best year ever or something. I can't actually remember anything that happened off the top of my head. I don't know what 14-year-old me was even doing. So I still kind of like the look of 14, but I don't know. I messed up a couple of times drawing the letters. First, I thought I did it too skinny, then I thought I drew the letters too chunky, so off camera I tried using a magic eraser to try and get rid of the attempts that I didn't really like. You can kind of still see smudges, but it's okay. Oh my gosh, this star is smudged too. Look what I found.
You like jazz?
I ended up just printing out a few photos that I liked and turning those into stickers using tape. This dog you can see here, it says, "Don't talk to me or my son ever again." And I won't because that dog looks serious. I just got some parchment paper and stuck some packing tape to it. Then I put the image on top of the tape and put another piece of tape on top of it, cut around it, and now it's a sticker. Pretty cool. I had an actual sticker of this little dog guy, but it was gonna be too big and take up too much space on the sketchbook, so I just printed out a smaller one, and yeah, takes up less space. Here I was adding an orange cat. Why is the lighting suddenly so dark? I found this photo of the Lord of the Rings characters, but as if they were in a band. I would listen to that band 100%, but I wonder who the singer would be. Honestly, probably Frodo, but who am I to know? I had this little sticker sheet from In-N-Out that had this little cup playing a keyboard sticker, and I thought that was pretty cute. I also just added a bunch of little tiny stickers from kindergarten sticker sheets and stuff. I found this sticker of Barry B. Benson.
You like jazz?
And I had to include it because it's just really aesthetic.
You like jazz?
For the first page, I decided not to do an actual drawing yet, but to instead make a collage. My friend got me this collage scrapbooking book thing for my birthday. It has basically any photo you could ever want in it. I cut this person out, not really sure what I was going to make with it yet. I just flipped through the collage book a bit more and came up with a random idea. I found this starry background, and that's when it hit me like a ton of pounds.
Then it hit me like a ton of pounds.
I instantly went searching for a UFO, and there was a whole page of them. That was pretty lucky. I also found a photo of a cat sort of in a jumping pose thing. I thought it'd be funny if I made it look like the cat was beaming down from the UFO, returning to his owner who lives on the planet that looks like a disco ball. Obviously, it's like some kind of lost planet called Planet Disco, and yeah, he's being welcome home. Well, whatever, you'll see my vision come together in a second anyway. I feel like I've barely done any collages, which is weird because I have so many magazines and random things that I've saved to use for collages, so I want to practice collaging more in this sketchbook. Do you see it now? Do you see my vision? Yes? No? Yes. This pickle sticker that was attached to a pickle jar, and I just stuck it in here. Another orange cat. There's so many orange cats already. This thing I printed that is My Chemical Romance, but it looks like Dead Poet Society, and those are two things I love mixed together. I like how this first page ended up looking, and now I'm gonna move on to page number 2. This page here that I'm cutting up is the kind of page that I usually skip because it's the page in most sketchbooks that's almost stuck to the page next to it and you can't really use it, but I wanted to use it in some way. So I cut, what's it called? Not a square. What the heck? Why can't I remember the name of a shape? Rectangle. It's a rectangle. Yeah, I'm cutting rectangle shapes to make it look like a window into the next page. That was the only idea I had so far. I didn't really know where I was gonna go with that. I just thought a window cut out of a page would be a cool idea. I think you should try it if you don't know what to draw. Just cut a window. I also cut these clouds out of a magazine and glued it behind the window because outside, windows, clouds. Yes, I know, very creative. I'm a Foley artist again. Is that what cutting sounds like? Snip, snip, snip. I can't speak anymore. For the actual first drawing, I wanted to do me sitting at my desk in my room. Now I think would be a good time to do the little Q&A thing. The first question I got to answer reads, what's your favorite medium to use? Right now, watercolor. I love watercolor. And I was really happy to see that this sketchbook's paper accepts watercolor. Initially, I thought it was just a dry mediums thing and I was fine with that. But it does work with watercolor, and I ended up using watercolor on top of this drawing. Later you'll see. The next question was from Package Sen, who asked, Hi Rio, I was wondering how you stay motivated while drawing. I'd say draw things that you're interested in, like a character you're really obsessed with or your favorite animal. Just drawing whatever you want to draw and not really worrying about what other people want you to draw. When you're only creating things for the approval of others, it can just lead to you feeling burnt out most of the time. Maybe you could try starting some kind of drawing habit where you draw one thing every day and then it might just come naturally. I don't know, I don't really have any tips for drawing consistently or anything because I've always just drawn when I wanted to. When I'm feeling a little stuck while drawing, something I'll do is I'll use a different art supply than what I'm used to. Like, instead of using watercolors, I'll try using crayons or markers. Just something to mix things up a little bit can help. Another good thing is not being too hard on yourself, which is a lot easier said than done, I know. I think that if you like what you're creating, then you'll like creating it. I don't know. Well, if you got anything out of that, then that's good. I'm glad. Stranger Barry asks, how do you start drawing hands? This drawing I'm doing right now is not a good example of how I draw hands because I kind of messed up on them, but it's okay. I don't really know how to explain it off the top of my head, so I'll probably put in reference videos right here of how I do it. I usually start with just like a basic shape for the palm and the thumb, and then go off of it with fingers. How do you even explain it? I don't know. Here's some examples. Make sure you get reference photos for hands because they can be tricky little suckers. I think the key is just practicing a lot. That's usually the case for most things. Something I used to do and still do is just get a piece of paper and draw hands over and over and over. You'll start to notice certain things. It'll just come more naturally. Same with anything really, just practice, practice, practice. Starlit Web asked a few questions, and the first one is, what is your favorite color? My favorite color is probably this rusty autumny orange. Autumny, is that a word? Like the fall season. And green, this kind of green. I think it kind of shows what my favorite colors are in the theme of my YouTube channel, probably. But I also really like blue, like this kind of blue. Oh yeah. So those are my favorite colors. The next question is, what are my favorite animals? Okay, so I actually have two favorite animals. The first one is cats. I love cats. You can probably also tell that because I already have 3 cat stickers on the sketchbook so far. My other favorite animals are birds. I like birds. All kinds of birds. I'm also not scared of like crows or anything. I know lots of people find them creepy. I like them. They're pretty cute. And so extremely smart. What the heck? Also pigeons and shrimps. I know shrimps are crustaceans or bugs or something, but I count them as my spirit animal anyway. Next question, how did I get into drawing? I've kind of always been drawing ever since I was really little. I first started getting a little bit more serious about it. I wouldn't call it serious, but wanting to improve more when I was around 11 years old, I think. And it was mostly because I was reading comics a lot, specifically Raina Telgemeier comics, and wanted to create my own. So I did, and I saw that my dad had a sketchbook, and I wanted a sketchbook like his, so I got that, and I just started drawing in it every day, and that's how I kind of got more into it. The next question is, what is my favorite food? Enchiladas, made by my mom. I think that was the dinner I had on my birthday. It's really good. Wait, no. I think it was actually these baked bean taco things, which are also really, really good. So those 2 things and pasta. I love pasta so much. I'm just gonna add in my favorite dessert because I'm thinking about it now, which is brownies. Brownies are so good. I don't think there's ever a time where I don't want a brownie. I want a brownie right now. Next, let's see, is favorite music artist? Oh no. I'm not gonna be able to... Oh, how about I just make a list for you? My favorites as of right now would have to be Death Cab for Cutie, No Doubt, Joe, The Used, David Bowie, Brooks Nielsen, Paramore, She and Him, Madison Cunningham, The Cure, The Smiths, The White Stripes, Queen, Green Day, The Killers, Mac DeMarco, All American Rejects, Jimmy Eat World, My Chemical Romance, Idols, and musical theater cast recordings. Okay, and the final question is, what are my other hobbies besides drawing? I like crafting, singing, playing music, writing stories. I actually just started writing my book that I've had in my brain since I was 13, which is crazy that I haven't written anything yet, but that is really exciting. I like where it's going. I also like reading. Reading is amazing. I wish so badly that books could have soundtracks. Like, I know you can listen to music while you read a book, but I wish it just automatically played in your brain, the music. That would be so cool, wouldn't it? Maybe that's just me. I skateboard from time to time. Yeah, really time to time. I can stand on a board and push and go down little things. That's pretty much it. Is Just Dance a hobby? Because I'm not that good at Just Dance, but it's fun. I think it would be fun to get into cinematography and filming movies and acting in movies and stuff like that. That sounds really fun. If it has to do with telling a story, I'm probably interested in it. I found this sticker and I added it on top of the clouds that says, "Get me home," because I like being home. I think the drawing is almost done. Here I'm just finishing up and signing my name. I hope you enjoyed watching this video and maybe drawing along to it. If you did draw while watching this video, then let me know in the comments what you drew. I would love to know. Subscribe if you want to, and I hope the rest of your day is really, really good. Comment
You like jazz?
if you're still here. Bye-bye!